Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market, and today guys we are ready to deliver you more news, more updates, because it's been crazy over the last 12 hours on the market. The big case of Yan Mande, more to mention, also several other stories, and so let's jump into it together. And let's restart where we ended our last video. You can find that from the night video, and it's about Yan Diomande. Big story because for Yan Diomande, I told you, Real Madrid have entered the race very strong. Real Madrid are part of the conversation for one of the most wanted wingers in the market, Yan Diomande. So, what's happening right now and what's happening next? Let's touch on more topics regarding this story and also on consequences of this story. First of all, as I told you guys, Paris Saint-Germain have since mid-June an agreement on personal terms, verbal, nothing signed, nothing closed, with the player, but no agreement with Red Bull Leipzig. And now, what I mentioned is that Real Madrid already presented an official bid to Red Bull Leipzig for Yan Diomande, 90 million euros plus 10 in advance. Bid rejected by Red Bull Leipzig. The update I can give you guys is that Real Madrid, in direct contacts between the Spanish club and Oliver Minslav from Red Bull Group, Real Madrid already confirmed to Red Bull that they are preparing a new official bid for Yan Diomande. So Real Madrid are expected to return to the table with a new proposal. Then, my understanding, and that's another important point of the story, is that Yan Diomande has also opened doors to Real Madrid. So, while other clubs from England tried to call to understand if they can hijack the deal, if they can enter, if they can anticipate PSG, if they can find a way, basically, but Yan Diomande was not opening doors, when Real Madrid called, Yan Diomande started to be very, very tempted. According to my information, Yan Diomande is open to joining Real Madrid. And that's an important news. Real Madrid feel that Yan Diomande, if they can reach an agreement with Red Bull Leipzig, Yan Diomande would say yes to the Real Madrid project. And that's an important story. Don't forget also that Yan Diomande is represented by Roc Nation, the same agency representing Vinicius Jr. What does it mean? First of all, Roc Nation will have to talk with Real Madrid to decide on Vinicius Jr. future. 1 year left on his contract, so Real Madrid want to clarify the situation as soon as possible. And so Roc Nation will have conversations with Real Madrid also about Vinicius. But it means, in this case, that for Yan Diomande, the connection Real Madrid with Roc Nation, also the agency, for example, representing Hendrik, in very good relationship with Real Madrid, is obviously a factor. And now Real Madrid feel that Yan Diomande would open doors to this move. So this is why Real Madrid are going strong. 90 million euros plus 10 in advance, easy to reach, rejected by Leipzig, but Real Madrid will be back very soon with a new bid. So get ready, because this saga is going to be crazy, with Real Madrid going all in for Yan Diomande. Why Yan Diomande? Because according to my information, Jose Mourinho told those into Real Madrid management, I want more speed up front. I want something fresh up front, a player for more 1v1, more speed, and the player reference was Yan Diomande. Real Madrid really want Yan Diomande. Real Madrid want to sign the player. While in some cases this summer they, for example, sent a bid for Julian Alvarez but never returned to the table. So many people felt that at that point they didn't really want to move for Julian Alvarez. Yan Diomande is a player they really want. Why this all-in for Yan Diomande? Because for Michael Olise, the dream target of Florentino Perez, in this case directly linked to the president, the understanding is that on Michael Olise, Real Madrid have a feeling Bayern do not want to sell him. Real Madrid don't want to break the relationship with Bayern. Real Madrid will not bid for Michael Olise if Bayern don't open doors to an exit. And so, after spending 2-3 weeks to understand the situation about Olise, Real Madrid have a feeling that Bayern don't want to sit at the table and try to negotiate on the transfer fee for Olise, and this is why Real Madrid say, we respect Bayern. If at some point, this next summer, in the future, Bayern open doors to the exit of Olise, we could be open to finding a solution and sending a bid. But as of now, Bayern are not opening doors for Olise, and this is why Real Madrid are going strong for Yan Mande. Real Madrid want to sign Yan Mande. So now it's time to see the developments of this story, but for sure is a big update regarding Yan Mande, because Real Madrid will be back to the table, are preparing a new bid, and the player is keen on the move. So for Real Madrid is looking really strong, really serious, really concrete. So get ready for a crazy saga around this boy, because after Liverpool, after Paris Saint-Germain, now Real Madrid, don't forget that Arsenal and Man City called, I told you in the video overnight, now we also have this piece of the story. Then guys, more to say also about the situation of Rodri, a completely separate topic. But on Rodri, guys, it's going to be important to understand two things. The first one is about the price. How much Manchester City want to let Rodri go. That's an important point. Don't underestimate this point. And second, also very important topic, is about the final approval from Real Madrid president, Florentino Perez. Why Real Madrid, if you see in all the reports also over the recent days, why Real Madrid have still not sent an official bid, have still not started the attack club to club? Because the management is waiting for Florentino to say, okay, go ahead, get Rodri. At the moment, they are still waiting for this. Real Madrid held talks with the agents representing Rodri to try to understand the situation, but apart from Rodri being super open, super excited, I told you several times, he wants Real Madrid, he dreams of Real Madrid. So Rodri would be absolutely super keen on the move. On the other side, Real Madrid are yet to sign an official bid because they wait on Florentino approval. So this is the status of the story. Then Real Madrid, in contact with the agents of Rodri, are conversations that are taking place, but before saying that Real Madrid are going all in for Rodri as they are going all in for Diomande, we need to wait this step, and that's a really important step, depending on the president. As soon as the president, if the president changes his mind and says, go for Rodri, in that case, depends on the financial negotiation with Manchester City. So, we will follow all these stories. Let me clarify one thing, guys. Yan Diomande, Rodri, apart from being completely different roles, but even financially, are completely separate topics for Real Madrid. And in order for these things to happen, Real Madrid also need fresh money, also need outgoings. For example, if they decide to bring in Rodri, they need to generate money. And so we need to understand who could be on his way out of Real Madrid. There is a lot of interest in Gonzalo Garcia, for example, and not only. So we will be following this story, but guys, on this and much more, remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and see you soon here every day with Fabrizio. Let me know your opinion, Diomande, Rodri, and all the rest here in the comments. Thank you.